Good morning, Lone Stranger, day 30. I believe we have everything. It looks a little gloomy, but I think the sun is supposed to burn this off later. I need to clear up some misconceptions. Yesterday I gave you misinformation, so let's see if we can clear this up. That is not the ridge. And that is not the mountain. That's the hill we're going to climb up on our way over to the ridge. And the mountain is on the other side of that. That ridge. It's called Poplar Ridge, like after the tree. Not popular as in people like it. It's fun to come this way, but climbing up it is really annoying. It just goes up and up and up and up and up. It's one of those long, slow ridges that manages to be really steep somehow. Long, slow ridges shouldn't be steep. But yeah, no, there's just lots of pitches, and then you walk over to another one and then climb up that. But we're hoping that yesterday's somewhat rest day. No, I really needed that rest apparently. It was 6 liters of water consumed, and had a good nap yesterday afternoon, and then lots of good naps last night. So hopefully the body is ready for the rigors of the next couple of days. Today's annoyingly hard. Tomorrow is a really big steep climb up and a big steep climb down. And then there's a bunch of other stuff, but the other stuff is just annoying. It's the steep stuff that worries me. I seem to be going slower and slower as I get older, apparently. The steep stuff is what slows me down. I can't climb as fast, and I can't descend nearly as fast. Notice I'm really descending slowly. If it gets really steep, I've got to be really careful with my footing. It's tough when you get old. Do this shit when you're young. Can you hear that river down there? I'll show it to you when we get down there. I almost forgot to show you the brook. I met some people, as I often do at this crossing, and encourage them not to quit, because everybody's extremely demoralized when they're at this point in the trail. I'd like to let them know that they finished the bad part of Maine. It keeps getting better and better now. And they really appreciate it, because they need all the encouragement they can get. Down south, they think they need food. Maybe they do. But up here, they don't need food. They need somebody to tell them it's all going to be okay. That's what I need too. I'm going into the crap that I keep telling them, well, you're out of that crap. You don't have to do that anymore. But that's where I'm headed. All right. I got some climbing to do. To make up for yesterday, I took you all the way out here to this majestic viewpoint. I don't know if that's the ridge we're climbing right now, but I sure hope not. That looks terrible. It all looks terrible to me. You can see I went to a lot of effort to get you that view. We're on top of the first lump, which is not to be confused with making any progress at all. It's that second lump, wherever it is. That's the one. We get that one done, well, then we'll be feeling pretty happy. We're not done with the day or anything at that point, but it's downhill to the shelter. Stop and have lunch. That's what it's really all about, isn't it? Stopping, lunching. It's not this hiking stuff. This part sucks. It's telling through hikers in the night. I really do this stuff because I really like to camp in exotic, beautiful places. People aren't. But I don't really like hiking that much. It's hard. I'm constantly covered in sweat. The trail keeps going up and down all the time. It's like you're in the mountains or something. This part's pretty nice. I think we're giving up some of that elevation we just earned, but I can feel that I'm cooling rather than sweating, which is nice. Well, I'm babbling, wandering through the forest, so I'm going to let you go. Later there'll be something pretty. Look at this beautiful bit of trail. Gently downhill, soft, cushy pine needles underfoot. I just had a sit-down break. Feeling good about the world. We're headed over to the ridge. Take like 1,000 feet in a mile. But the legs seem to be happier today. They tried to kill me on a couple of those steep pitches. I've got bicycle legs, and they were trained to believe that they just need to get to the top of the hill. And then everything's relaxing. Bicycle, it's much easier when you're going downhill. But they want to sprint up. And they don't care that it might be a mile that you're climbing. They just think, let's go. Well, the oxygen supply runs out. The heart is pounding. It's not safe at my age. It's never been safe. I seem to recall on the bicycle once having an out-of-body experience because I refused to stop. And the only solution that my body could come up with was for my spirit to leave my body and float outside it because it just hurt so much to keep pedaling. Yeah, you may wonder how I ended up where I am today. I think that bicycling may have had a lot to do with it. It's a different form of madness, but similar. You know, I don't have to really hold the camera while I'm doing this. I'm gonna talk to you later. We made it. I had to stop just before the top. Squeeze out my shirt. It's soaked. Trying to guess whether those are tomorrow's mountains or one of those is today's mountain. I think those are tomorrow's mountains. I don't know. Hopefully there's a little one over here waiting for us. We've got one more climb to do today, and it seems to be warming up. Certainly on this side of the hill, I didn't notice it until we came over here. Well, we'll be at the shelter soon. We'll take a break there, get some water, drink some water, drink some more water. Yeah, it's good to be on top for a little while. Oh look, it's a brook. That is the water source for Poplar Ridge Shelter. I've never stayed here. I've lunched here in both directions. And yet again today. I think the trail's over here somewhere. Look at that. I found it. So we've got a few miles left. A fabulous little mountain that we have to go over. So you can be sure that I will not bail out on you. Because I've got no choice. Otherwise, probably would. But no, assuming it doesn't start raining before we get up there, it usually has fabulous views of other mountains. It's Saddleback Jr. And so it's got a great view of Saddleback and the Horn. But you can also look back the way we've been and see that ridge. Yeah, it's a little squishy, so I'm going to use my poles, but oh yeah, it's so hard to get going after you stop. But it's so nice to stop. I've been taking more breaks this year. Gotta take care of yourself. Not feeling too bad. I've noticed that last year I was having a lot of troubles through this section. Well, part of it was my back was badly adjusted, strangling me, asphyxiating me. But I think I was ODing on electrolytes. I had some really hot weather early in the hike last year and got used to using electrolytes all the time. And I really haven't been using them this year very much when it was really hot, but I don't know. It's not scientific, so I never know exactly what causes the trouble and what makes things better. But I know these short days are making my life better. Did you need to stop at the privy? This is your last chance. Alright then. Yeah, carrying all that food up those mountains those first couple of days, that was really terrible. Not a good idea. But now that I'm over those mountains and I'm able to take my time in here, that was the plan. I just didn't know how hard it would be to carry that food over those mountains. I knew those mountains were hard. I remembered them from last year, but I was carrying a lot less food last year because I was doing this section faster. And that also kind of led to me feeling not very good about life. Right now I'm feeling really good because we're going gently downhill. It's got a belly full of cheese and sausage. Well, not full, but I mean I could eat more, but I knew I was walking. So. Well, I'm running out the last of this battery here. I have to put a new one in on top of the mountain probably. Oh no, there's a spot where I'll have to stop and catch my breath on the way up. That'll be a good place to do it. I remember climbing this mountain a few times before. I'll see you up there. There it is. Pretty darn sure that's our mountain. It's the only one I see right in front of us. I don't know how well you can see that, but I can see it. And I'm pretty sure they'll make us drop down a little bit before they let us climb it, because that's just part of the fun. One bite at a time. This trail looks like it goes somewhere. I'll never know. That trail goes somewhere too? I don't know. Animal trails, I guess. But so despite the fact that we've been climbing, we were not climbing the mountain. We were just climbing over here where we're going to go down so we can walk over there and climb the mountain. Well, that's disheartening. I hate climbing for no reason. I mean, it's because that's where the trail went, but you know what I mean. When the goal is to climb a mountain, well, you want it to count. Horizontally, we're making progress. Vertically, well, we're losing ground here. Alright, I'll see you. Pretty sure when I'm huffing and puffing on my way up that mountain. It's beautiful up there though. There, in case you couldn't see it before because of the trees. Now you can see it. It's nice here. We can't stay here. We gotta go over that mountain. It'll be fine. Right? Boy, that was some brutal cliff climbing to get up here. I can't show you that because if I clip the camera to my chest, all you're going to see is the rock right in front of me and sweat dripping down on you. But yeah, it was hand over hand climbing there with a full pack. It's a little steep, but it gets it over with. I picked up these giant flies of some sort. I think they're flies. They look like they're wasps or bees, but I think they're just flies. They're horrifying. Chased me up the last couple of pitches. I couldn't stop. Yeah. Anyways, they're just huge. So we're going to go down into this hole, and then we start climbing up the side of that just a little bit. There's a campsite over there. Hey! Jesus, that must have been that big bastard, because that really hurt. Wow. Alright, I gotta see if I can kill this thing, because it's him or me at this point, but look at him, he's huge. And bloodthirsty, apparently. Doesn't help that I smell like a corpse. You may think they're feasting on the dead. I don't know. Oof, wow. I don't see the shelter. Yeah, I can't tell you which one of those we came over. Maybe that one? Whew. All right. I'll see you at camp. Just a few seconds of this. Thought you should get a sense of what going down is like on this side. I couldn't show you the cliff on the other side, but I could show you this slab. Holy cow, this thing's really hot. It's been cooking in the sun all afternoon. Even with the breeze blowing, unless that's a hot breeze. I'm feeling the heat. Maine. It looks like it drops off suddenly after this. So this isn't the steep part. Oh yeah, I can really feel those tendons. They're stretching in the opposite direction that they had to stretch on the way up. Whoa, yeah, that's too much excitement. Alright. I know you want an exciting video, but I don't want that much excitement. I just thought maybe we could get over here to the edge of this cliff without falling off. Nice views. Yeah, looks like it goes down. Alright, I will see you over there, wherever it is we're going. I can't tell you. Day 30 ends suddenly. Early. But suddenly. It is so much work to get water here. You have to walk and walk and walk and walk. Holy cow, I worked up a sweat getting water. But we are camped. I've had my soup. Mostly got camp set up. There's nobody else here, so I'm gonna relax. I don't know if I'll see you again later or not. I'll say night now just in case. Maybe there'll be something exciting, but I doubt it. I'll see you tomorrow. I told you I'd be back if something exciting happened, but I was hoping it would be something good exciting. We had a light shower, and then we had a whopper of a shower. Thankfully, I started to set up the tarp before, so when the light shower came, I quickly set up the tarp, but I didn't know it was going to be a heavy shower. There was wind. I've never had wind in this place before. Usually the mountain that's right next to us blocks all the wind. Now I'm covered in bugs. Oh, this is terrible. There's a lot of trouble here. But yeah, I thought I was safe, and then I had to get up and close the door because it was blowing directly this way through. Everything was going to get soaked. Some stuff did get soaked. I'm in the middle of changing batteries in the camera, and all of a sudden it starts sprinkling. I'm like, uh-oh, gotta get up and do the tarp. Then I get back in the tarp and I'm working on the housing for the clip, trying to loosen it up. It sticks sometimes. Next thing I know, boom, it's hitting. And now, look, sunshine. I've never seen sunshine in this place. It's usually gloomy here. I don't know what to tell you. It's quite the adventure. It's beautiful, but unnecessarily wet. This is not a place to dry out, so we better get used to it. We're going to be wet for a while, apparently. Well, I just thought I'd show you about how much excitement we have out here in the wilderness. Serious, I was in the middle of working on the camera. All of a sudden, the wind starts blowing through here. Everything's soaking wet. Boom. I'll see you tomorrow, unless something else exciting happens.